Hello, hello, hello. Yes, it's me, Carlos Reynosa, here with you on Indigenous Day. How nice. Wow, there's so much to see, so much beauty out there. I mean, let's face it, Native folks are here to stay. That's for sure. We're gonna make the community stronger and stronger and stronger. Let's face it. There's so many things we could talk about. The atrocities, the water, the air, the land itself. But I think I'm gonna focus on the positives. I mean, how many names? I mean, how many people out there are living in a place that is name has a native name, like in Malibu or Chicago? I mean, it is quite phenomenal that native people are here and standing stronger and stronger, I say. I can remember when I went to the first powwow that I went to in Flagstaff for 4th of July. My dad would take us every year, and it was really an important time for me because it was the culture that I identified with at a very young age. So even though I'm from the San Fernando Valley, Sylmar, right? That experience was something that set me off on obviously a lifelong love of my culture. And I am white, I am black, I am I am Irish, or not Irish, English and German and French. But as my dad told me, I'm part of this land, and that's what he believed. And so I went along with that, of course, like most people who indulge themselves in researching and studying and learning as much as they can soak up, right? Either like a sponge. So much of my powwow days have been with so many great teachers because there's so much to learn, so many different cultures, so many people that had so much wisdom and grace and beauty. And anyway, we'll play some nice songs today for Indigenous Day, I'd say, huh? Let's do it. Let's do it. Blessings to my friends. Blessings to the culture. Blessings for all the wisdom that is still out there. And it's obvious because the trend has to change. Because if people think that the earth is not speaking to us, they got another thing coming, huh? Hello, Paula Frost. Jeff, dog, no way. Hey, brother. Cruising. Cruising on Indigenous Day. Let me play a little song. Blessings to my friends. Nice. Thank you, Paula. Blessed Charlene, thank you. Very kind to me. Nice. That felt good. A happy song. People are celebrating all over. Things have changed, you know. I mean, let's face it. As people get enlightened, this whole thing about woke stupidness, woke, like you're woke, like you woke up, is really the opposite of that is ignorance, right? But as people have studied more and more, I mean, my goodness, what a horrendous human being Columbus was. And what he found in the New World, supposed New World, was really something special. And I like to think that in a lot of ways it still exists. A lot of countries do not have total control over their native populations here in the Americas still to this day. I mean, even in Mexico. People are demanding to be taught in a different language and in different ways, and the ending of the boarding schools or the Catholic schools, I think, is obvious now to everyone that these are truly crime scenes, unfortunately. But we still have to see to the positive and pray that things are going to get better. Things are going to be better. There's going to be more opportunity on the reservations, more opportunity in the cities for Native folks. I know that in Los Angeles, right here, is one of the biggest populations of Native people, and that many that I've met hold their culture very dearly and live in two worlds. And that is always the hard part that I've seen, is that the traditionalists and the ones who are assimilating but still trying to hold on to their culture because they're so proud of their existence. Because let's face it, for many indigenous folks, I mean, I know from my story of my family, it was a hard and fought, scratched and bought and, to survive. And as I always say, and I like to hear, that there is no more a greater gift than life. And Native people are here strong and have life. Blessings to that life. May it prosper and multiply. And grow in strength, and may it graduate more college graduates. I mean, I know some of the first college graduates here in California. Folks now here at Pachanga. I mean, he's now the principal, and San Manuel, their first graduate, and in Morongo. I mean, some of these places are having their first graduates from college, and as we know, this is a very important thing to deal in the law of some of the atrocities and some of the land and water rights. So anyway, blessings to those who are studying so very hard to get through being attorneys, like my friend Lupe. Oh my gosh, she's done so much for the community already, and Of course, Akuya, Red Elk, who's an attorney and has done so much for her people. There's so many I could mention, but that is making the people grow and making them stronger all over. Blessings to my friends. That was a lot of fun. Thank you so very much. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Nice. I am looking forward to some rain. They bumped it up to 30% today. It didn't rain yesterday. I thought it was going to rain, but it did not rain. But today I'm hoping for rain. It's getting cloudy and big, beautiful, fluffy clouds. I know that all the people around Southern California can see these mountains heading towards Palm Springs, and from a distance I'm sure they look beautiful. That's for sure, because being right here in the clouds, they certainly do. Hello, Charlene. How's my darling? How you doing, love? I'm glad to see you here. Get to play for you on the Indigenous Day. My sweet Navajo friend. You're sweets. Thank you, everybody. So kind. Okay, let's play another flute. Let's play another flute. Ooh, let's play Hugs. Hugs. This song, I don't know, it just came to me one morning, and I recorded it, and it's been it's not always an easy song to play, but it's a fun song to play, and when I get it right, which is not all the time, but most of the time, goes a little something like this. Hugs. Sending out hugs to you out there, chopping no skin. And Charlene, big hugs. ya, ah, 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 ya. It's always a fun song to play. It actually, kind of hyperventilating. Gets me a little dingy, a little lightheaded. And that is for sure. Anyway, like I've been saying, the basis on this continents of the Americas, without the indigenous people, things would have been mighty different. And some of the architecture, the mounds in Mississippi, some of the beautiful dwellings in Arizona, the pyramids, so many different marvels of beauty in so many different ways. And then at the same time, the beauty in the art of in clay, in turquoise, and silver, and in gold. Some of the statues of the Mayan and the Azteca, the Mexica, were incredibly elaborate and beautiful pieces of art that the Spanish melted down into bars. But the artistry and the honor of some of the gardens, even some of the gardens that I've read about in the Americas, of how perfectly they were done in accordance to what they thought would be not overbearing to the land, where they would change locations of farming because they wouldn't over farm in certain areas. I wouldn't continue farming for many years in certain areas and would let the land recover. So many beautiful stories of valor and of honor and of integrity. Even some of the reading I did of Buffalo Bill in the end, of how he was so anxious to save the last few buffalo, even though he was part of the destruction of the buffalo, not realizing what he had done for a pocket full of gold coins, right? And the resilience of so many tribes to hold on to their culture and to survive such a onslaught of non-understanding and sometimes ruthless other human beings that have finally come around to start to learn in a lot of ways. And we're hoping that that process continues, that learning. It always reminds me of the story about the Mississippi, where the settlers said, we're going to build here. I think this is safe. The Mississippi's over there about a mile away. And the native people said, no, it's not a good idea to build here because we know that the Mississippi can come this far. And they said, oh, no, that's not going to happen. But the native people, through verbal history, knew that the Mississippi could get very large at times. And of course, people didn't listen to them. And then every time the Mississippi overflows its banks and all kinds of places get destroyed, right? And it's ironic that even here in the valley that I live in, that the native people didn't live here because of the Tears of Taquits. And right here where I live is an earthquake-prone place that could, I mean, I don't know what a 500 or 1,000-year earthquake would be like in this area that I live on. But the native people do in verbal history, and they decided it wasn't a good place to live because of the boulders that roll down from the mountains. No different than on the other side in Palm Springs. It's below sea level, and that Seymour told me at one time that whole place was underwater, just about 700 years ago. At that, the right earthquake in the Sierra Cortez brings water into the whole area and actually makes it part of the Sierra Cortez. And a lot of people down there don't realize that they're building beautiful places below sea level. And sometimes the sea decides to go to the lowest point when it's agitated, especially by earthquake, right? Anyway, it's quite interesting, some of the verbal history. And after I play this flute, I'll tell you a little bit about what I learned about the California mountains and the gold rush over many years of speaking to native folks of the Sierras, and of course Uncle Eddie, who I don't know, in a lot of ways took me under his wing, and his medicine was very strong, and he was just such a wise man. And anyway, blessings on Indigenous Day. That's always fun to play that flute. Thank you out there. You're so kind to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Nicholas. Hey, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Esther. Thank you out there in TikTok land, too. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. Okay, let's play another flute. Let's play another flute. Let's play another flute. This flute is another hybrid flute that is really in the tuning of a Mesoamerican or a mestizo, Mexica or like Zapotec, but would be made of clay normally. And what Guillermo did was made the same format, really, of the same kind of tuning, but in a plains material, which is a cedar. And anyway, it's something that he developed himself, like the other doubles. And boy, I just love playing them. This thing has such an unusual sound. This song I call Return to Kindness. And I think that kindness makes the world go round. And I think that one of the most joyous thing about going to a powwow for me was the joy of the kindness of everybody looking at each other, everybody paying attention to each other, and the joy in that of celebration of the sacred circle of the dance. It's quite nice. Blessings to my friends. This is called Return to Kindness. It's a lot of fun to play. Takes a lot of wind, a lot of hot air. Perfect for me. Nice. Oh, no, that's not there. Here it is. Here it is. Where's there's that famous saying, right, from the Lakota, and it's matakwe asen, that we are all related, and it is true that the photographs of this earth from a distance shows that it is one living organism, this blue, beautiful planet called Earth. And from there, you can't really tell the differences between any human beings. You can't even tell that we're here, except for, of course, at night, the lights. And but that saying of that we are all on this planet and on this experiment of life itself, and hoping that we can continue the existence into the 7th generation, as they say. And I like to play this song, and I always like to say that everybody is included, that nobody is excluded in a circle, especially on this circle we call Mother Earth. The song is called Circle. Blessings to my friends. Nice. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for all the kindness out there. Happy Indigenous Day, huh? That's such a beautiful sound. It feels so good to play that flute. You can see or it's just coloring because I'm always sucking on this thing. Or at least, playing it, you know what I mean? It's always in my mouth. At least, I don't know, at least once or 3 or 4 or 5 times a week. It does have to share me with the other flutes. Or I have to share it with its buddies. Let it hang out for a little bit. Anyway, I love that flute. But I say that about all of them, really. I love them all. Let's see. Let's play another one that I love. Whoa, easy now. Easy. Everybody take it easy. Nobody's going to get hurt. Easy. Take it easy. Let's play this one. I looked at it yesterday and I almost played it, but it was in its case and I didn't feel like doing all of that to try to get it out. It's a beautiful case. Look at it. Isn't that nice? Goes with my shirt. Little bear medicine today. If you've ever seen the California bear dancers, oh my gosh, when they bring the bears out and then they put the bears to sleep, it's quite fun to see if you've never seen some of those dances. Really a lot of fun to see. Okay, blessings to my friends. Happy Indigenous Day. With all good intentions and a strong heart, I hope to help you with just a little bit of sugar today. Just a little bit of love. And add a little bit of soul candy to your life. A little bit of soul candy. Blessings to my friends. Yes, that was fun. I was thinking about that great bear on the California flag before it was gone. They say that the last one was shot up here in Garner Valley, but then I've seen something in the San Gabriel or in the San Gabriel Mountains that said the last grizzly was shot here, and so I'm not sure. Let's see. I sang Vision yesterday, didn't I? Let's sing another one. Which one shall it be? Which one shall it be? That'd be nice to do. Chugga chugga. Sing of the children who will be their guiding light to love and adore them, bring them to laughter, save them from the pain, hope for the children. Life is creation, all created is one. We're all part of one single creation. Everyone has a song. God gives a soul a soul. That's how we know who we are. Everyone's got to be afraid. Oh, for the children. Life is creation. All created is one. We're all part of one single creation. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Creation. I sang of the children, the light in their eyes would show the way. Follow the children, and we will all know the way. And for those yet to come, we have got to find a way. We have got to find a way. Life is creation, all created is one. We're all part of one single creation. Whoa, whoa, one. Whoa, 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 one. Whoa, whoa, one creation. That's a nice song. That's a little song I wrote. It's on my first self-titled CD. Yeah. Let's see. This one is called For the People. And we're wishing, and we're hoping, and we're dreaming, and we're hoping for the people, for the people, for the people, for the people. It'll be alright. It ain't that bad. It'll be alright. It ain't that sad. No, it ain't that sad. It's not that bad. Not that sad. Depend on me, I'll depend on you. Yes, we are the people, me and you. Yes, we are the people, me and you. It'll be alright. It ain't that bad. It'll be alright. It that bad, not that sad. And we're dreaming, and we're hoping, and we're living, and we're hoping for the people, for the people, for the people, for the people. There you go, for the people. Here, everywhere. Thank you guys. Thank you, Tony. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you out there. Thank you, Sherry. Okay, that was nice. Let's see, what else we got around here? Should we try this one? You are so wise. I thought the 60s changed you. You are so wise, but now the man that pays you. I'm looking for the purest of thoughts. Not what you have or what you have bought. If you lied, you stole and you told, and still you need much, much more. I hear what you're speaking now. I sleep with no American dream. I hear what you're speaking now. I sleep with no American greed. Whoa, 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 no. You flaunt your wealth, I feel your sorrow. The love you need, you can't seem to borrow. You killed, starved, and you swore to release your prisoners of war. I hear what you're speaking now. I sleep with no American dream. I hear what you're speaking now. I sleep with no American greed. Whoa, 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 no. Drugs mute your children's cries. The love they need, no one can buy. I hear what you're speaking now. I sleep with no American dream. I hear what you're speaking now. I sleep with no American greed. That's a song I wrote for Alcatraz, actually, originally. And then kind of just morphed into this other, I sleep with no American greed. I have no American dream. Anyway, it's a good song. I enjoyed playing that song. And Indigenous Day is a good day for it. That is for sure. Let's face it, the promise of the New World was really based on democracy that was part of the 6 civilized tribes of the East Coast. And they didn't take all the principles because it's obvious now that we just have corporations and tycoons instead of kings, but might as well just call them kings because the inequities are much even worse than they were before, where there were peasants and the whole system of Europe. But here in the Americas, everyone owned the land. It was everyone's. How could you own something that was your brother? How could you take all the trees because you owned it? It was a very strange concept. And now we're seeing that we have a land of really dominance over every part of our lives in so many different ways. And we wanted no kings. And here we are with lots of kings. And anyway, it is a clash of cultures. And I think the reverberation of indigenous cultures is really coming on strong because it really is, at face value, the only way out of protecting our Mother Earth, our sacred water, our timber, our lands, is to make sure they're not dug into, because sure, we need that uranium dug into because we need that gold, dug into because we need coal, or fracked because we want to release the gases. And now we have earthquakes in strange places like Oklahoma and Texas, where they didn't have earthquakes this frequent before because of the fracking. And it truly is a reverberation to return to protecting and preserving for future generations, which is a concept that obvious in the native cultures. And let's hope that that reverberation of indigenous cultures comes on stronger and stronger, because it is really the only way to gain respect of our mother or the land itself is in giving respect. And that we're seeing very little of, respect for the earth. So anyway, that song is a heavy song. Let's play Wise Man and call it a day, or maybe another one. Let's play Vision. I know I played it yesterday, but we'll play it again today. This one I would always start the powwows off with. Was like a hit song on native radio for me, and just a sweet little song. It's all called "We're All Bound Together." It's called Vision. With a vision, my heart beats its only song. One life, one breath, one heaven, right here on sons and daughters of many colors, time has come to realize heaven's skies you can search and search. There's only one mother. My head spins with a vision. My heart beats its only song. One breath, one thirst, one heaven, right here on secret ground. Oh, Creator, find me my grace. I share this earth, I give you my faith. We are all bound together. We are all bound. On sacred ground. My soul burns with violence. My foolish pride demands its just. The past knows its tragedies. The future's full of mistrust. So much life gone forever. Birds and seas and tribes and trees. Oh, the children, how will they manage? This world has become so savage. Oh, Creator, find me my peace. My peace will come when the children sing. We are all bound together. We are all bound. On sacred ground. Oh, Creator, find me my dream. My dream flies on an eagle's wing. We are all bound together. We are all bound. On sacred ground. Nice. Even here in Idlewild, I see fence after fence after fence going up, and then people complain. The old timers go, "Wow, more fences." They don't realize the deer come through here, and we love to see the deer walk through here. But we have more and more city folks come up here and say, "This is mine, mine, mine," and put up a new fence. And then, of course, there's another obstacle for the deer, right? And to cage off the land, to continue to cage off the land everywhere you go. I mean, even barbed wire, what an invention, right? To stop the herds, and quite interesting, trying to cage and possess and dominate land. And in actuality, as we see these terrible storms and huge earthquakes, we realize as we learn that we are really, we put a artificial control over things because we're truly not in control, because nature is in control. And I think that's one of the hardest things for people to understand, that nature is so very strong and so very powerful that even with us digging and filthy fleas upon her, we cannot destroy her. I believe that time will pass, and hopefully we survive, because we can't be a parasite and expect to strangle our host, our Mother Earth, and hope to survive. I know that Elon Musk, the king, thinks that taking some of these guys are planning to go to a different planet, and thinking that it'll be okay if we destroy the Earth here, because we'll just fly a different place and it'll be all right. And I think that kind of thinking is is quite strange. But coming from a person that has a character flaw like Elon Musk, I think that we better concentrate on what lies below our feet, sweet Mother Earth. And these beautiful indigenous cultures everywhere. Don't forget, just not here in the Americas. Indigenous cultures of the islands, and indigenous cultures of Africa and Asia, and all those islands in the Philippines and Indonesian. I mean, my gosh, the people of the north, the Eskimo, the Inuit, indigenous people living and breathing and surviving and still prospering on top of the land, and still having the same respect of not taking more than they need. This last song I'm going to play you is called Wise Man. I've been very lucky in my life that the flute has taken me to lots of different ceremonies, and have introduced me to lots of very brilliant, intelligent, and spiritual people that gosh, were so eye-opening to myself. And so I wrote this song because, I don't know, I want to try to give back in some ways or another from being so grateful of so many great teachers. Jimmy Castillo, Robert Rivera, Uncle Eddie. It's called Wise Man. Wise man, tell us what you have learned through your many days. He said, do not praise warriors of the past, but do remember their pain, for they killed in God's name. Ooh, in God's name. Wise man, tell Wise man, tell us what you have heard from our Mother Earth. She shakes and she rolls. We've torn at her soul. She needs our respect, oh yes. How soon fools forget. Ooh, she needs our respect. All our respects. We can't believe what you've done. Who can believe what you've done? I can't believe what you've done. No, no, no. Wise man, singer, sing us a song. Wise man, singer, sing us a song. Hey-ya, hey, hoka, hey-ya, hey, hoka, hey, hoka, hey. Hi-ya, hey, hoka, hey-ya, hey, hoka, hey, hoka, hey-ya. Hi-ya, hey-ya, hey-ya, hoka, hey-ya, hoka, hey-ya. Hi-ya, hey-ya, hey, hoka, hey-ya, hoka, hey-ya. Much more song. We can't believe what you've done. Who can believe what you've done? I can't believe what you've done. No, no, no. That's always a nice song to sing. My gosh, I always think of Charles White too. I did this movie the medicine man was in jail, right, for speaking his language. And all the medicine men that were out of jail didn't feel worthy enough to play this flute. And this flute was beside Crazy Horse when he died. And anyway, they sent it over to me, and I got to play the flute in this movie. And this eagle whistle. And I was quite honored. And felt quite strongly about getting to play this flute. And anyway, happy Indigenous Day, everybody. My goodness. Culture is a beautiful thing. I know there are so many out there. There are the people, the rice up there in the Great Lakes. There's the Shinabi. There's the Kumaye right here in Baja California. There's the Tamaro, to think of the Puma and the Pima. And I mean, there are so many, and so many in my travels that I have gotten to get to learn about. And that's what life is about, learning, right? And I think that everywhere that people are, underneath their feet is a culture that was there. And it really is up to many to regenerate and reverb these cultures and these principles as strongly as we can, because we're the seventh generation, and we gotta fight like hell this generation for the seventh generation from now. And we were once the seventh generation, so it's no longer can we push it off to future generations. I think this is the generation that makes the stands, right? Saying that no more poisoning the water, no more digging down, digging at our mother in this incredibly disrespectful way, and finding a balance. This whole concept, this European concept, this colonial concept of growth. We need to have 3% growth. We need growth for the economies to grow. It's really need to be thrown out the window at some point or another, because what we need is sustainability, leveling off, a level, finding the sweet spot, because we cannot continue to grow. There is no more new world, as they say. There's no more gold sitting on top of the earth anywhere. There's no more great forests to just annihilate down to the stubs. There's not that many whales to just fish them out. There's not any more great herds, except for in Africa, which are really ending very soon here. Now that the railroads have crossed Africa, it really is not looking very good for Africa and the great herds as well. And for a couple of the reserves, but these great migrations of land mammals are in complete jeopardy. I mean, the last ones. And of course, the disruption of some of the migrations of birds and the monarch butterfly, and of course the stories of the first counts of the Padres riding from the ships, saying that for 3 days they couldn't go into the San Francisco Bay because there was so much marine life that they were afraid. And once they got the guts to go into the bay, that the boat was being bumped by all of these mammals, and that they stunk like whale breath because there was so much mist in the air. And I can remember hearing stories about the multi-generational extinctions, where at one time we don't see it in our lifetime because these are multi-generational extinctions. That the mammals in the water were so plentiful, and of course the romanticizing of the herd, the size of Texas, running up and down the plains, really replanting the grass every year because of their hoofs, and these great, amazing turning of the soil just because the herds were so massive. And what an amazing food source that would be today if that was to still be natural. I think we are slowly backing ourselves into a corner, hoping that we're going to be given, as they say, Fort Indians, rotten meat thrown over the thrown over the fort walls. And Crazy Horse kind of warned of that, right? They say they're gonna feed you, but to rely upon them is no different than relying on the blankets to keep you warm, right? The first chemical warfare placed upon the native people with smallpox blankets. I mean, anyway, like I said, it's still a promise out there. There is so much promise in education and in these young generations. I'm so proud of so many. I've seen so many kids grow up in such difficult positions in their reservations and come out so strongly and have gone to college. And the future is out there, and it's coming quick every day. And I pray that the survival and the strength will grow of indigenous people, that is for sure. Especially coming from somebody who's just mixed. To feel so strongly, can you imagine how some of these tribes that are just hanging on with small populations that have such rich cultures that and especially in the languages, that is one of the most important things, is keeping these languages alive and really reversing what the whole school system has colonized with. And even the Hawaiians are just expanding so vastly quickly with their language and returning to speaking their indigenous languages. And I couldn't be more excited. Blessings to my friends today on Indigenous Day. Thank you for listening to me. And I hope you have a wonderful day. And don't forget that every single one of us, no matter where we come from, is included in Metakweasan, right? We're all related. And that we're all in this together, no matter what we do and think that we're separated. We're not. We are all affected. When a child breathes out a cry all the way across the world, that breath sooner or later comes to me and I breathe it in. And I will be affected. What happens to my brothers and sisters affects me. And that affects you. Blessings, everybody.